Hello, I'm John Kraft. It's Kirk Allen. We're the Edgar County Watchdogs, and today we're going to discuss how two different reporting agencies can attend the same hearing
Wait, you're assuming they attended?
and have two separate outcomes. You don't think she attended?
She didn't. She wasn't there.
Okay. So, and this one's based off of the hearing that was held in Shelby County Circuit Court to quash the subpoenas issued by the new State's Attorney Ruth Woolry to the Shelby County Board Chairman and to Benford Brown Associates, the county auditors, contracted auditors. It was also there was also a motion for sanctions against the state's attorney for all the mistakes and improper things held within the subpoenas. So we read the Shelbyville Eagle newspaper report on the hearing, and the title is astounding. The county board chair and state's attorney settled dispute. They didn't settle any dispute. The
No.
circuit court settled the issue with the subpoenas. It quashed them.
Right.
But there was no dispute settled by the chairman or the state's attorney. How that wording came about, we don't know. But we sent a request for comment to the Shelbyville Eagle, who, by the way, is based out of Cook County, suburb of Chicago.
Wait, you mean they're getting all their news coverage from the north?
I'm sure they have the local reporters, but the legal entity that owns the paper is based out of Chicago suburb. So we're going to go through the questions that we asked the Shelbyville Eagle. They haven't responded, and they've had 3 days at least by now to respond, and we doubt if we get a response. The first one we sent, and the obvious problem was the title of the article. County Board Chair and State Attorney did not settle dispute. The court quashed the subpoenas. The next question we had was, why would you state the subpoenas were dismissed when the court transcripts clearly indicate they were quashed? Is there an answer for that?
I don't know where she got any of this. I mean, there's basically 8 statements made, and they're all false. So I have no idea how they came about what they put in the paper. I really don't.
There's a big difference between dismissing something and quashing something.
Right.
The next one was, why did they end it? What did they say about Orman?
Well, the first paragraph, Orman provided copies to a political website. They're referring to copies of the drafts. Well, I don't know what political website, because the only website that had them was our website, and it's not a political website. So I'm not sure what they're referring to. So they haven't answered what website that they were provided to.
And Orman didn't give them to us.
No, not at all.
And the court transcripts even reflect that fact, that it did not come from Orman, who was a respondent to one of the subpoenas.
Right.
What was the next one? Orman responded to a FOIA request?
No, it was McHenry County auditing firm Bedford Brown and Associates. Well, the auditing firm is not out of McHenry County.
They're out of Chicago.
They're out of Cook County, and they used to have an office in Will County. I think when they first started their first proposal with the county, they were out of Bolingbrook, which was in Will County, but they're now based out of Cook County. So I don't know where they got McHenry County from.
What was the next one?
After county board members questioned what had been removed from the second draft of the audit, that's what generated the subpoenas. Well, the subpoenas were issued before the county board members even met. So to say that it came after questioning by county board members, the difference between the first and the second draft, no, that had nothing to do with the subpoena. He got it 20 minutes before the county board meeting.
Not to mention, she doesn't necessarily have a right to draft memos or audits or anything as being the state. Just because she's a state attorney doesn't mean she run the county board's business.
Right,
Just like she doesn't run the sheriff's department, she doesn't run the health department.
right. The other one, Orman, which is the county chairman, responded to a Freedom of Information Act request from the Edgar County Watchdogs. That's completely false.
Who shared both the draft audits on their Facebook page. That's false.
So that's the second part of it. The first part, there's been no FOIA request, and we never shared it on Facebook page. We wrote an article that had the audits in it.
And that was on our website.
Yeah, now the title of the article and a snippet is on Facebook, but the draft audits have never appeared on a Facebook page to my knowledge, not from us, and definitely not in relation to this. What was the other one? The sanctions. This was a good one. We've talked about this before. The former state's attorney had asked Judge Martin Seamer to sanction Woolry for requesting the subpoenas to Orman and Benford or Brown. Seamer rejected that request. Well, we sat in the hearing, and if you read the transcript, the judge asked the former state's attorney exactly what he was seeking for sanctions, and he listed 3 things. Boom, boom, boom. And the judge said, all right. And he said he denied sanctions, but he also confirmed that he audited the subpoenas, the MX cases, to see if there had been prior abuse. That was one of the 3 things that he was asking to be sanctioned on.
Well, you missed one of the key points. That report says he wanted Woolry sanctioned for requesting the subpoenas to Orman and Benford Brown. That's not why he requested sanctions.
Correct, not for the requesting of the subpoenas, so that's definitely.
That was for all the mistakes in the subpoenas.
Right. And then it closes out the issue with the audits being late. If a completed, if the county doesn't, provide a completed audit, it was not produced within 60 days, a stop payment order would be issued for IDOT funds directed at the county. That's not true. The stopping of funds was tied to 2 transportation grants. But when you say it's going to stop IDOT funds directed to the county, that's a carte blanche, all IDOT funds. That doesn't separate what the letter actually said. And it's sad. I know
because that could have been transportation and airport related.
You bet.
Unlike when they actually froze the funds in Edgar County because of our former county board chairman.
Correct. They
froze everything.
Everything. And that's what this is implying, and that's not what happened, and that's not what the letter said. The letter pointed to 2 grants, both dealing with transportation. It named them specifically, but that's not what they tell the public. So that's a total of 9 things in that short front page paper that are completely inaccurate. And maybe Saturday, they come out on Saturday with this paper, I believe. Maybe they'll do a correction. I would hope they would, as bad as this is, but we've gotten 0 response from them.
We would hope that they would just respond to our request for comment. So,
Right.
But we did send it to the published email address. Maybe we should find the owner and send it to him, see what he says. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is, but how can you, 1 court hearing and 2 almost different stories.
Oh, it's completely different.
About what happened and what transpired.
And this isn't new. We saw this here in Edgar County with the old Paris Beacon.
Yeah.
When the Paris Beacon was in business, we'd sit in a county board meeting and we would put the video up. We didn't even write an article. Put the video up and people would watch a video. Then they'd get the paper and read the paper and go, what meeting was that reporter in? Because it wasn't even remotely close to what was on the video of the actual meeting. And that's how I felt with this hearing that we had. I mean, we got the transcript. It tells you what happened. And obviously they haven't read the transcript, even though we've made it available. It's, anybody can download it and read it now. So, but anyway.
We generally don't report on other people's reporting, other news agencies' reportings, but this has to be ironed out.
Yeah, this is so bad it has to be disclosed, or exposed, I should say.
Well, got anything else?
Nope, that's good. See you next time.
Yep, see ya.